Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is an hour and a half to first pitch. This is the pregame, the Johnny Kith pregame of Game 1 ALDS, Yankees, Guardians. Mikey's very excited, or I guess Johnny, whatever you want to call me. But if you're going to call me something, don't call me Cucky Magoo. Don't call me, don't call me Johnny McCuckstein, because I have a take that it might anger some people, and I probably would have angered myself about a day ago, but I don't care. I feel it deep down in my plums. I feel it very nice and fresh. Gerrit Cole, 7 innings, 2 earned, very efficient, 9-10 strikeouts, okay? I think Gerrit's going to set the tone not only for this series, not only for tonight, but for this pitching staff and mostly for this entire team for the entire run of the playoffs. It's been a long time. It's been annoying. I never liked him when he first jumped on this team, and I've been let down time and time again, whether it's the bombs. The guy can't figure out how to throw a fucking shutout. The guy, I mean, sure, he pitched pretty well 2 years ago in the playoffs, but last year, unacceptable. And this is my final straw. This is it. This is my final chance of giving Gerrit. And if he does what he's got to do, he'll have all the respect of mine in the world, right? I'm very excited for him to do what he's got to do tonight. He looked locked in the pregame press conference. So now it's up to the performance to tell us what he's going to be made about, basically. So let's talk about the roster quickly. Scott F. Frost was a big shock to me, very, very big. I mean, very, very big shock, and it's just a real shame. He brought a lot of young energy. He was a bulldog, right? Is he that effective? Who knows? He really didn't pitch that much for us, but he showed some guts a bunch of times during the year when they did trade for him. And it's just a shame. The guy's going to be out for a while. He's got Tommy John. On top of that, the Yankees, as everyone knows, have a little bit of a weaker bullpen, or I guess they don't really have a closer. And every arm that gets taken away from this right now is a blow. So it's gonna be a little bit tougher than I originally anticipated. I would have rather have seen Weissert on the roster rather than Miguel Castro. I really don't like Castro. I couldn't see him coming in a big spot at all, and I hope he doesn't, because that's just completely dicey. But that's it for the pitchers. Everything else was to be expected. Very righty heavy. I hate Litke as well. I don't know when the hell they're going to throw him, but God bless. On the position player side of things, couple kind of things that we knew. DJ clearly just really, he's hurting right now, and what can you do? Benintendi obviously as well. But when you look at some of the moves that I also didn't like, why is Hicks on the roster, dude? I mean, why is he playing on this team right now when Peraza showed nothing but talent and just the ability to hit in the big leagues? I don't understand why. I mean, you have so many outfielders already. You're even taking on Castro to pinch run. God forbid you needed him as a glove in the field. He'll play the outfield. What do you need Aaron Hicks for? So we could watch him work a 9-pitch at bat that inevitably is a pop-up to second base in a big spot with runners in scoring position? We don't need him. Granted, he's not going to start, but we don't need him at all. So that kind of annoyed me with Peraza being left off. Other than that, though, I'm excited for Carpenter. I don't really know where he's going to get a spot to hit. I'm sure he'll pinch hit a bunch, maybe for Trevino down the line or whatever the case may be. But this is the team. I mean, this is why, in my opinion, this year is a little different than the rest of the last couple of years. The last half a decade, it's been a lot of just big regular seasons and complete just disasters in the playoffs. And sure, there was some Astros phony business going on and whatever, but when you break it down, in 17, it was what it was. 18, the Red Sox were just a flat-out better team. They were the best team in the league that year, and they deserved to win. 19 was just the most gut-wrenching loss of my entire life, in my opinion. After DJ hit that home run in the top of the ninth, and to see Chapman yet again blow it to Altuve, miserable. Did he have the buzzer on or not? We don't know. It doesn't matter. It was just complete garbage. 20 was a fake year, and go figure, the biggest losers in the world, the Dodgers, won during the fake year, so I couldn't care less about 20. And then last year was miserable. I'm not going to lie to you, and the guy who put his brand on that the most was obviously Gerrit Cole. So it's been a lot of the same, but the reason why I think this year is a little different is let's keep it real. Judge just made this year special, right? This was a year where I watch 150-something games regardless every year, but this year, every game towards the dog days were a little bit more meaningful. I was enjoying it, and that chase really just livened the end of the season. The team rallied around Judge, and similar to Jeter in the way of being a leader, Judge, for me, is not my favorite player. He never has been, and I respect him, but I like him a lot on the team. I think he's great. I mean, obviously, he's the best player in the world right now, but it's just clear that he is really. I mean, I don't think he should be named captain until he wins a championship. Mattingly was a different scenario, but I think that this team, a lot of the guys have been here, right? They've been together. Judge now, Stan's been here, right? You just got a lot of. Now Cole's in his third year, right? Or I can't even remember. But yeah, it makes sense. It's third year. So there's just guys. This team has been through it. Now you got some young, exciting talent. I think Boone is finally coming to his own. He understands who he is and how to lead this team. And we're going to see if it all pans out. But it all starts with Gerrit Cole because he's going to set the tone for Nestor and Sevy. After that, I think that this is going to be a very interesting year of can the Yankees hit? Because people have disagreed with me over the years. It has never been about the pitching. Sure, could we have gotten better starting pitching? Sure. But the Yankees have never hit when it mattered. And I'm just hoping if Rizzo and Stanton can do their job, which is the big X factor, obviously, they're going to be able to protect Judge. And great things happen. So let's go over the lineup as well, and then I'm gonna sign off. I want this to be a quick one. But in terms of the lineup, I like it a lot. I mean, I don't love Judge leading off. I wish he was in the 3-hole, but it's just not going to work out that way. Especially the Yankees want him to get as many pitches as he can hit possible, and you're not going to pitch around the leadoff guy in the entire game. So basically, you got the same four: Judge, Rizzo, Glaber, Stanton. Hopefully, if 2 out of those 3 have a big run, then the Yankees will be in amazing shape. But I love Oswaldo at 5. I mean, I don't even have to go into why I love him. He's a consummate professional off the bat, but he brings that young flair. He's a little showy. He can hit so well. He's got pop, amazing fielder, can play so many different positions. And the players like him. Everyone likes him. He fits right in. So, I mean, I love him at the 5 spot, and it's way better than Donaldson, who has been a complete and utter disappointment to me this entire year, other than him playing a Gold Glove third base. So you got Donaldson at 6, IKF at 7, who I like IKF. I think he's gotten a lot of flack this year for no reason. Sure, could he be a little bit better in the field? Yes, but not many guys, I mean, around the league, we know the average was very, very low this year over league-wide. And, I mean, the guy was batting 260, 270 the whole year. And I think he cares, right, which is something you can't put a price on, is he really, truly cares. So you have him at 7, Trevino, and then I'm sure they'll be playing Higgy a lot. They'll be switching off clearly. The catcher at the 8 is whatever. And Bader at 9. I like it. You flip the lineup over, and he's got speed, and we know what he does in the field. So I'm very excited about tonight. I'm very confident. I'm not cocky at all, and anything can happen. We know Cleveland has great pitching, and it is what it is. They play a little bit of a different style. But I just think they're too young, and they're too outmatched. I think the Yankees will handily, really just kind of manhandle them. And so my prediction for tonight, let's keep it short, sweet, and simple. My prediction for tonight, where it's a 6-2 Yankees win. I think Rizzo goes deep, and I think Waldo has 2 extra base hits, whether that's 2 doubles or a bomb and a double. I think he has a big game. I think we're going to hopefully set the tone for this entire run. And now we're looking at Justin Verlander right now as we speak. Just got taken out of the game. 10 hits, 6 earned, I think. I mean, anything can happen. We saw the Braves lose today. So let's be a little bit poised and understand anything can happen. But I think the Yankees have a great shot tonight. And hopefully, I'm rooting. This might sound like heresy, might sound crazy. I'm rooting for Houston in this Mariners series. I want to play Houston. I want to beat the shit out of Houston. Will we? I don't know. They're a great team, but I want that opportunity. I want this rivalry to continue to breathe and continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think this is the type of rivalry, and it already is, but it'll be even bigger if the Yankees go on and beat this team this year. If they do advance and they beat Cleveland, they go on to play Houston, and they somehow get to the World Series. After these last 5-6 years, right, the Houston Yankees dynamic is something that, no bullshit, in 50 years, you tell people about, I don't even know what you call this decade or the last 2 decades, I guess the teens, whatever the case is, the early 20s. I think this is that type of rivalry where you say, it was like the Royals and the Yankees back in the day, or this was just a big, big rivalry, and it had a lot of very special moments. And so, yeah, I'm very excited. Again, 6-2 Yanks, and we'll kind of take it from there. So Johnny Kith signing out, and, I'm very excited. Cheers.